Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IAS. So as part of our daily series, today also we will go through few of the important news that was part of your Hindu newspaper as well as taken from PIB. Okay, so let's get started then. So the first one with respect to governance, what it says use of electronic machines to weigh rations. Center or actually news is center wants states to start linking the electronic point of sale devices used at ration shops to electronic weighing machines to promote transparency and to reduce food grain leakages. Okay, so you need to start linking electronic point of sale devices EPOS to electronic weighing machines. So this will help promote the transparency, avoid reducing food grain leakages as well. So for this thing, to link these electronic weighing machines, obviously there will be a cost and all, and for that center says state should pay for these machines and all by using rs rupees 17 per quintal margin that has been already provided for fair price shops for installing and using EPOS machines. Okay, this was made by amending National Food Security Act rules last week. In the sense, already to install and use point of sale machines, state gives per quintal Rs 17 rupees as a margin. Okay, so this amount you can now use a part of this amount also in linking electronic weighing machines. So because it's a cost of operating a point of sale machines and all, this cost has come down, so there is still a money left with the states, so use that same money to link even electronic weighing machines. So that is what the state center has asked the states to do it by amending National Food Security Act rules. Okay, so this is done mainly to promote transparency and reduce food grain leakages. So next one with respect to a campaign, Jaan Hai To Jahan Hai. So Hindi word specifically. So Minority Affairs Minister has launched a nationwide campaign, Jaan Hai To Jahan Hai. Okay, what is the campaign aiming to do? It aims to create awareness on corona vaccination, particularly in rural and remote areas of the country. So create awareness and also crush and curb the rumors and apprehensions that are being spread by some vested interest regarding the ongoing vaccination drive. So create awareness particularly in rural and remote areas, and the second one is curb the rumors and misapprehensions that have been spread by a few groups against the vaccination drive. So those things have to be curbed. And how does the campaign aims to achieve this goal? It aims to do it by involving various religious leaders, prominent people from social life, educational, cultural, medical and science and other fields. So these people will be giving effective messages to the people to get vaccinated. And also street plays will be also organized. So see, through performing arts and all, so the message reaches far and effectively to people. So even there is a call to employ street plays in spreading the awareness about corona vaccination in rural and remote areas of the country. Okay, so this is a campaign. Remember the name, particularly with respect to COVID awareness creation related to vaccination. Then we have a 7th International Day of Yoga being observed worldwide on 21st June. Every year, International Day of Yoga has been observed. So basic things with respect to yoga you should know. Yoga, physical exercise as well as a spiritual exercise. So essentially a spiritual discipline based on subtle science which focuses on bringing harmony between the mind and body. So it is an art and science of healthy living. So to promote health and well-being of the people, that is why it has been also announced as the international a day of yoga. So meaning of yoga is, it is actually derived from the Sanskrit word yuj. Yuj meaning is to unite or to join or to yoke, meaning is unite. So what is it actually saying? Unite of what? Union of what? So as per yogic scriptures, practice of yoga leads to union of individual consciousness with that of universal consciousness. So once individual consciousness, a particular individual, and universal consciousness is meaning, ultimate reality. What is the ultimate metaphysical reality? So that is what. So merging of this individual self with the universal consciousness takes place if you are practicing yoga. And once that happens, there will be a perfect harmony between the mind, body, man, and the nature. So two are not distinct, but rather they are one. Individual consciousness uh, becoming one with the universal consciousness. Okay. And yoga is widely considered as an immortal cultural outcome of the Indus Saraswati Valley civilization dating back to 2700 BC. So a factual question can be asked: did yoga originated, source of yoga is, or traced to Indus Saraswati Valley civilization? Such kind of questions can be asked. So immortal cultural outcome of Indus Saraswati Valley civilization. So next one is with respect to proposed amendments to consumer protection rules, particular e-commerce rules of 2020. So government has come out with a draft rules. So it has asked for public opinion again. So it is in the public domain now. So if you go back, central government had notified consumer protection e-commerce rules in 2020. This is a thing. But what has seen, after the notification, government has received several representations from aggrieved consumers, traders, associations complaining against widespread cheating and unfair trade practices being observed in the e-commerce ecosystem. So there are, complaints that there is a cheating, unfair trade practices are being observed in e-commerce business. So what kind of unfair practices? Such as manipulating search result to promote certain sellers. So particular products, so particular seller is promoted by manipulating the search result itself. Then preferential treatment to some sellers, so not a level playing field, and indirectly operating the sellers on their platforms. Okay. Then impinging a free choice of consumers. Obviously when you, promote only particular sellers, people will not have freedom of choice of, greater number of sellers and all. So that is how you limit the free choice of consumers. Then selling goods close to expiration, yes. So expiry date is almost near and you are selling such kind of goods. So these are all some of the, improper unfair trade practices being observed, and government has received number of these kind of complaints over the year now, since the rules have come up in 2020. So to protect, the interest of consumers, to prevent their exploitation and encourage free and fair competition in the market, government of India has come out with a draft uh, proposing amendments to consumer protection e-commerce rules 2020. So by doing this, it aims to, bring the transparency in the e-commerce platforms, and also further strengthen the regulatory regime so as to curb the prevalent unfair trade practices. So what are the amendments it has, proposed to do? It calls for appointment of chief compliance officer. Then a chief compliance officer will be there. Then there will be a nodal contact person for a 24/7 coordination with the law enforcement agencies. So if you remember, even in social media guidelines, IT guidelines, such kind of coordinator person was there. Okay. Then you also have officers to ensure compliance to the orders, and residence grievance officer for redressing the grievances of the consumers. So by doing coming out with these amendments, it would ensure effective compliance with the provisions of the act and rules also strengthen the grievance redressal mechanism on e-commerce entities. So remember, government has come out in 2020 rules on e-commerce, but despite that, a number of issues were raised, like unfair trade practices, manipulating search result, promoting particular some seller, and all those things. So government has come out with new amendments to the consumer protection e-commerce rules 2020, and as of now it is in the public domain, so as to get back the feedback on these rules. So that's it for today. You can also download the PDF of this document in the link that is shared below, and also you can watch these videos again by downloading Topper IAS Institute app. Okay, thank you.